Alright guys, food.log episode 44. I reached 200 subscribers yesterday, which is great. And so today I'll show you something more, I guess, fundamental. This is how I started cooking. So it will be fried rice, and many of you have had fried rice, and no doubt it's useful to make fried rice because you can turn yesterday's takeout into today's takeout. So for fried rice you need, in general, fried rice needs some source of fat, and I'm using this takeout, which is some form of 麻辣香锅, but it's greasy, right? So you need some fat. And if you don't have it, you can use some sausage. This is some Taiwanese sausage. You can use whatever sausage you want because it's fat. You can use bacon, which work as well. You can use spam, which is also a source of fat. Yeah, some fat. And you need stale rice. Doesn't need to be stale rice, but usually when you have takeout food, you have these stale rice, right? I made these rice yesterday and they become stale today. You need some stale rice. Need egg, obviously, and the rest is optional, I think. But they're really, really nice to have if you have them. You need some green vegetables, and green onion doesn't matter. So let's start. So let's look at our glorious takeout. It has some spice in it, and let's see what we'll do. I think I'll heat them in the pan for now, over just medium, off camera, but you guys are all, old enough to have object permanence. I hear babies learn object permanence at the age of 3, so you probably know just because something is off camera doesn't mean it doesn't exist. See, it looks pretty nice, and what I want to do now is they have all these hot chili pepper that will probably kill me if I reheat it. So I'll just try to throw them away if at all possible. Oh, this is a more labor than laborious. Is that the English word? My English is not very good. It's pretty tedious, but not as bad. Learn how to use chopsticks, I guess. It's pretty useful for these kind of picking action. Let's see, I think I have about 5 more to go. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy here. We can look at what's in this. This was 麻辣香锅, which is they basically stir fry a bunch of crap for you together. So this is broccoli, this is some kind of meat, this is some kind of a stringy mushroom, this is probably some fish cake, this is probably pork, cow stomach, I think. All the good stuff, Alright. Anyhow, we'll heat this medium, and let's talk about the rest, okay? We can wash these. And the trick to fried rice is how do you deal with stale rice, right? Because usually when you have rice like this, they don't separate easily. And the trick, and I think traditionally what people will do, they'll scramble the egg first and put the rice in, right? But the trick is actually to put the egg inside the rice. And this is something that people do, but it's not too widely known. And I think it's a really, really cool trick. So watch me as I mix the egg inside the rice and see what happens. You see what happens is this egg actually can help separate the rice really, really well. So what you need is, you want all the grains of rice to separate. See, look how it does a good job at this. And the problem with just adding water to separate it is it will turn to porridge, and the problem with just adding oil to separate it is it will become too greasy. So egg is actually perfect for this. And see how it's nice and easy to work with after you add the egg. Okay, good. We will chop some vegetables after I give them a rinse, which is off camera, but in case you want to see it look like this. So it's useful to have a big bowl, I guess. Let's see, what can I talk about? I want to talk about, since fried rice is kind of how I started cooking, and I want to explain why fried rice is a good way to start cooking. Because it doesn't require a lot, right? It usually requires you to have leftover greasy food, which I'm sure most of us have. And it teaches you how to think about composition of food in general. And what do I mean by that is when you have a meal, right, you want kind of all sorts of taste in it, and it needs to have some fat for you to feel full, and it needs to have some kind of a freshness or vegetable so you don't get, so you feel healthy, right, so you can poop. And fried rice, really, oftentimes you only eat fried rice with nothing else, right? It's kind of the only dish you're going to eat, so it teaches you a lot about composition and balance of what you need in the food. And so as we see that for this fried rice, right, we have the grease, which come from the leftover, right? And then we have the rice, which is the stale rice, and we have opted to add some fresh vegetables so that it wouldn't be so greasy, right? So, and you can really experiment with fried rice by putting a whole bunch of different things inside. I think when I first started cooking, my favorite thing to put in fried rice is something like peanut butter, because just everything tastes good with peanut butter. So you can definitely do something like that. Just the bar for fried rice is so low, and the effect is so good, right? Because you heat fat and put rice in it, and it's just very tasty. So you can really feel confident and comfortable experimenting with a lot of different ingredients, and having this kind of confidence in, hey, my cooking is actually pretty good. It's pretty important to start off cooking, right? And the fact that fried rice doesn't demand too much on the ingredient side is definitely a plus, right? So, cool. Let me give you this view here. Ta-da! So you see all the fat are kind of coming out, and we'll just use this fat instead of adding some cooking oil. I don't like the vegetable inside. I think they're stale and they look kind of crappy in contrast to my nice fresh vegetables. So I'll take them out and I'll eat them on the side. But the rest seems pretty good. Alright, let's see. We'll put in the mixture of egg and rice. And let's see, try to separate them. I can put the heat on high now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. Let's put in the vegetables. So think about how long it would take things to cook, right? When you have something in the pot and they're cooking, you want all of it to finish at the same time. You don't want to overcook or undercook. So here's the thing with vegetable: you sprinkle some salt on it, not for taste per se, but salt is useful to extract the moisture away from the vegetable, so they kind of set and cook faster. And we'll just mix them around. But yeah, as I said, fried rice is good dish. Make you think about balance. Balance of flavor, of the greasiness and the freshness. Balance of color, right? Now I have some green, so it look kind of more appetizing, I would hope. Ooh, there's a lot of these, and it's pretty quick to cook because most of the ingredients are already cooked. The rice is already cooked, the leftover is already cooked. I guess if you, so here's the thing, right? If you're cooking with some other source of grease, such as a bacon or a sausage or spam or whatnot, you want to put them in the pan first to just let it cook over low heat to get all the fat out, right? And you're using this fat to cook the rice and the vegetable later on. Okay. I think they're looking pretty good now. Good. And we'll add in the green onion. That's a lot of them, but that's okay. When you're using spices, it can never be wrong to have a bit on the more side than the less side. Right, we are done. Alright, give you this other view. This off camera. And, so, yeah, put it in this nice Asian looking plate. I think it's from some Korean store. Plating is actually kind of an interesting process to make it look good. I'll just plate half because that seems nice. Alright guys, that's it. Fried rice made from leftovers. A true skill that any single man needs to have, even if you're not single. Yeah! Okay, that's it. See you next time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, food.log. I also have a Facebook page where I post pictures. I'll put the Facebook page in the video description below. That's it. See you next time. Thanks for the subscription from the Dota community. Facebook is a very good item. You should use it.